Happy Tuesday, November 1st, 2022. We're going to have a, 11/22/22 soon. That'll be an anniversary of JFK's assassination this month. It just popped in my head, so I thought I'd say it. 11/22/22. All right. It's a new monthly candle for crypto, and it looks like it's just a consolidation period since June. A lot of flat candles, not a lot of movement. Looks like something might take off soon. I don't know, just a feeling. Like we're churning through this down portion of the bear cycle. You got other people still calling for a super cycle, which would mean soon we should have a massive run up. Now, I don't know. The 4-year cycle, until that's broken, I probably should stick with it. Which means you're not going to see massive highs until 2025? I don't know. We'll see. We've got a massive change in the world structure and control systems, the fuel markets, energy markets, I should say. There's a lot of things on the chessboard right now. But human nature is human nature, and that's why we have cycles, so we will see. But minimum, I still expect a little bit of a pump leading into the Litecoin halving next year. Something to watch. Dogecoin. I went back and looked at Dogecoin, and Dogecoin, when it pumped in 2021, which would be last year, man, it's almost 2023. Whew. Anyway, when Dogecoin pumped, the first started taking off and showed that sign of strength, it hit, that was like February 7th of 2021. That's when it kind of really launched up and hit a nice number. I think it was 8 cents or something. Then it kind of dipped down and flattened out for a little bit. And then it had this huge, monstrous shot to like 60, 70 cents. And that was exactly 3 years later on May 3 months later on May 7th. So by the time Dogecoin hit its first peak to the massive blow-off peak almost, it was exactly 3 months. So I don't know, I'm just looking at timing things and trying to, figure out where we're at, what's going on right now within cycles. And if Dogecoin is an indicator, an early indicator, maybe 3 months from now we'll see some nice action, nice pumping up of all coins. But we'll see. I want to talk about Seth Rich. Anybody know who Seth Rich is? Heard of Seth Rich? Some of you probably haven't, because the news doesn't report it. But what happened is, this was a guy working at the Democratic National Convention, supposedly leaked some documents to, maybe WikiLeaks, some other sources about what was going on in the DNC, some corruption going on there, and ended up just dead walking down the street. And I think it was in Washington, D.C. Wallet not stolen, nothing. Just essentially looked like a hit. Somebody took him out. Never been investigated. The FBI never opened a case. However, the FBI did receive documents, and it's on a CD from his laptop. And a man from Texas filed a Freedom of Information request and said, hey, what are these documents? You guys aren't investigating it. And so a judge ruled, I think it was an Obama appointed judge ruled that, hey, you got to release these things. You got to send these things out. You got to get them released. Well, now the FBI is coming back saying, well, it's really inconvenient. We've got to take all these documents and off the CD. We got to put them in paper, and then we can, go through and redact everything, I'm sure. But go through and compile and all this garbage that their procedure that they need to do. So essentially, they're asking the court, hey, can we produce 500 of these a month? Well, at that rate, given the amount of documents on the CD, it would take over 60 years to finally release them. So, once again, we've got government that can't even, this is just one instance, one CD, I believe. A government that cannot, 60 years, it's over 60 years. 60 years is what they want to go through these documents. This just shows not only the inefficiency of government. We've got all these resources that we're paying for in the FBI. Instead of investigating one former president, I wish they would investigate all the former presidents. Might find something. Instead of doing garbage like that, hey, maybe we could actually, get some real information released and find out what happened to this poor kid. They essentially assassinated. And they can't seem to produce those files. So I don't think it's ineptitude. I just think it's inefficiency. The unwillingness to actually do it and release it. They're not about justice. 60 freaking years? You gotta be kidding me. But that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get that done, so that they don't have to release these documents. And once again, someone who might have been a whistleblower that they always tout and say, oh, whistleblowers, we'll protect them. And then he ends up dead and nothing's done about it. Perfect. There's another guy that was like that too, an investigative reporter. I think he showed up at the DNC and tried to serve them with some papers or something, filmed it live, and ended up, disappearing. It happens a lot. Just, I'm sure, coincidences, right? So that's your government at work, not wanting to be transparent, wanting to drag its feet, not wanting to work for the people. Nope, they've got an entrenched agenda to where they are going to protect the castle because that's what they do. And that's what politicians do. That's what all these people in the establishment do. 1 week from today, supposedly, we're going to have a vote where our voice matters. And we can make a change. We can affect change. I don't know if we took a poll, how confident are you that your vote counts? That it's going to get counted properly? Until we have some sort of system that tracks the vote to where, and I don't know if it's on the blockchain. There's got to be a way, though, that you can track your vote. You can track your packages from the Postal Service. You know where they're at and when they get there. There should be a way to track your vote and maybe at least know that it's in the system and was counted, and you can see it along with the totals of all the other people. It doesn't necessarily need to show, transparently to everybody who you voted for or what you voted for, but it does need to, at least show that it's there. Think about it. It's like a package, from the Postal Service. They know it got there. They don't know what's in it. They don't know what the contents are, but they see that it's there. Okay, yeah, it showed up. We have a record of it. And you can run totals on that. You can go ahead and say, okay, we've got, 300 million votes that have been cast. And here are the totals. There should be a transparent way to do this. Maybe you can go in and look at the vote. What you voted for. Because you're credentialed. I don't know. There's just got to be a better way. But it seems like we keep doing the same old thing. Let's use an electronic voting machine that can be connected to the internet when it shouldn't be. And it can be hacked. Sign for the bar. So anyway, enough of that rambling. We all know the problem is, problem's there. It's a behemoth. It's huge. And they're not doing anything to fix it. They're just kicking the can down the road. And that's why I harp, once again, I'm going to preach it again. That's why I harp on cryptocurrency. We're in a digital world. Everything you do is digital. You pay with digital money right now. You don't have it in your hand most of the time. How often do you physically pay with cash? Usually swiping a card or paying online. You need a form of money that's valid, that can be accounted for if you're going digital. See, they know that, and that's why they're pushing the CBDCs. They're going to say it's very efficient, central bank digital currencies. It's very green. It's good for the climate. See, it's going to be all these things. And I just can't. Because most people are going to be deceived. They're going to look at it. It's going to be just like downloading CashApp, just like downloading Venmo, PayPal. And they're going to say, oh, look how easy it is to pay. And they'll probably give you points. Hey, shop at this government-sponsored store, and you'll get 5% back in CBDC points. I don't know. Download this Fed app, this government app. You get your Social Security check. Boom. Real time. Got to spend it in 30 days or else it expires, though. Hurry up. Get out there. Make America great, baby. Make it strong. Spend, spend, spend. It'll be a total control grid. You'll have no control. It won't be your money. It's not your money now. They'll just be able to do anything they want to you and shut you off on your purchases and ration everything. There will be nothing you can do. And if somebody's got extra or something, it's like, hey, this guy, he doesn't eat eggs and we're only allotted a carton of eggs, a month. Let's go over there. He's got eggs. He doesn't eat them. So and we could trade for it. Well, what are you going to trade him for it? You're not going to be able to trade CBDCs because they're tracking all that. So if you don't have money outside that system, some value outside that system, you can't trade. That's where things like silver, like gold, like cryptocurrencies that have privacy built into them, like Litecoin, to where nobody knows how much you're sending and who you're sending it to. Wimble. It's been running for over 11 years. It's proven itself. There's no doubt about it. We need to start thinking that way because that's the way it could go if these, as Johnny Litecoin says, psychopaths continue to run things. That's where they are taking us if we don't opt out. We have to find a way to opt out. And the way to opt out is having things in your possession that you need. See, they're banking on you're going to have this, urban mentality to where everything's always going to be there. Hey, I've got a local grocer. Hey, I got a bagel shop. Hey, I got a pizza shop. I got all these things really. I can just walk to them and get them or have it delivered. As long as everything works, that's a wonderful way to live. Not for everybody, but it's very convenient. It really is. It's just like, I don't need stuff in the refrigerator. I just go out and get what I need when I need it. Nothing goes bad. I get a hankering for something and I go get it or have it delivered. See, they're banking on you having that mentality that, hey, everything's always going to work until it doesn't. And you can't get certain things. And there's nothing you can do to get those things. And they may even shut those things off to you. You know what, Westwood? You're not at your ideal weight. You probably shouldn't be buying any of those donuts. You just don't fit the profile of somebody who should be smoking right now. So we're not going to let you, order any cigars. Now what am I going to do? You know what? You probably shouldn't be drinking. You need to cut some pounds. No beer for you. No whiskey for you. And so you can't buy it. What happens when they put you in that situation to where you can't go buy it at a store? Because at the store, they only take CBDC points. What do you do at that point when it gets that bad? Black markets always exist. They exist everywhere. And the more a government becomes tyrannical, the more black markets will exist. You need a method to pay. You need some way to buy things, some way to barter, something that you have that they want. Got to start thinking of those things. I like those little airline whiskey bottles, little spirits. Those are kind of handy, easy to trade, a little pre-portioned and boom, boom, boom. Cigars are nice too. Somebody or a cigarette, somebody might want one of those. It has value to certain people. I don't care if you like it or not. People want it. You can ban alcohol, but did it stop it? No. Prohibition, did it stop it? No. It just gave rise to all these people that said, hey, I'll deliver you the alcohol. And guess what? I'm going to get guns to make sure that it doesn't get stolen and it gets to the place where it needs to go. And human beings find a way to get what they want. And that's the way it always is. So put yourself in a position to where you can get what you want. If somebody says that you can't have what you want, just lost it, can't have what you want. All right. I'm not going to ramble anymore. Looking at that Seth Rich thing, that's an important part of what went on in 2016. There are a lot of things that nobody's looked into, nobody's investigated, that are very suspicious. Watch Dogecoin. It could be an early market indicator. Hopefully it is. And, we see some activity and some real adoption in the crypto market. I hope so. I want to see things used. I want to see cryptocurrency being used. You can use Dogecoin. Absolutely. And it costs more to send Doge, I think, than it does Litecoin. I think it's one Doge, when you make a transaction. At least that's what it was when I made a transaction from what I remember. I mean, one Doge is like 13 cents or something right now. To send Litecoin, you can send $1 billion. Well, be like a quarter of all the Litecoin. You could send $1 million right now, and you could get and it's less than a penny on the Litecoin network. It's just very fast. It's just a better form of money than any other digital money out there. And it's limited in supply. Doge isn't limited in supply. You know, but the thing is, Doge is merge mined with Litecoin using the same equipment, so one network benefits the other network. I'm happy. Let Doge go. But hopefully people see that and they start looking at crypto and start, hey, you know, I like this Dogecoin thing. You know, are there any other cryptos I can get into? You know, hopefully that is the case, because we need to start looking at a form of money that is outside of centralization. Our money's centralized right now, and it's going to get more and more centralized. A central bank digital currency, centralized. It's just not good for humanity. It's just not, because you've got the same vampires running the new casino, and guess what? This one, you can't get out. The doors are locked. You can't get out. They got a morgue in the basement. It's like, oh, we're done with you. Down the chute. You're stuck. You can't get out. You can only buy what they have in their store. Welcome to the company store. Got to look into certain things. Look into what makes you free. Look into what you can hold in your own possession. Look into Litecoin. Physical silver right now. I mean, look at it. I mean, supplies, there's stories of these supplies drying up. At some point, it will break, and you won't be able to get it. And that's going to happen with all things. You know, they're talking about diesel right now. I don't know. Maybe it's a real shortage. Hard to say. Usually when we start talking about, oh, diesel's going to run out, and then the next thing you know, it's fine. People stop buying it. Problem is with diesel, you really can't, because it's the lifeblood of the economy, really. It runs all the trucks and all the farm equipment, and anything that requires heavy-duty movement runs on diesel. So you run out of that, you're in big trouble. So get a barrel of it if you can. I should do that. All right. You got to trust yourselves. You got to look at what you need. Look at what you need in your possession. What will be valuable if things really fall apart, or if you're locked out of the vampire casino or locked in the vampire casino. How are you going to transact? What are you going to use to get what you need? They won't let you do it with their vampire casino chips. Think about it. All right. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful November 1st. 2 months left in this year. It's going quick. All right. Love you all. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up if you feel like it. Helps it to get to more people. If you think it's worthwhile for someone to listen to what I have to say, you know, hit the thumbs up. If not, don't. And let the people decide. That's what it's all about. And the universe will decide what's valuable and what isn't valuable. Thank you for taking your time. I appreciate it. And hope you have a wonderful day, and always trust yourself.